In this video, we'll talk about the James Webb Space Telescope capturing its first ever supernova. By the looks of it, the JWST might as well travel to the past, make a film, and come back. The astronomy world is nothing but James Webb these days, and the spectacular pictures it's capturing, its groundbreaking discoveries, will fuel the future of astronomy and cosmology. Let's see what's happening in the Webb Telescope's latest image. Firstly, James Webb continues to drop more amazing images. Since the first deep-field image from the JWST dropped, it has been nothing short of a phenomenon that captivated the entire world. Scientists, researchers, astronomers, cosmologists, and common men can't wait to discover the wonders this amazing telescope has to offer. It's the most powerful telescope in the world, reaching beyond time to bring glimpses of the young universe. It almost feels like sitting in front of your screens and taking a trip back in time. But literally, the galaxies featured in Webb's image are some of the oldest ever seen, and they're only a few 100 million years short of the Big Bang. Now the world knows what this mega telescope can do. It's time to start pouring in other images of the spectacular wonders wandering in the dark space. The $10 billion space program has since sent back images of various nebulas, galaxies, galaxy clusters, and even an exoplanet. Now the latest hype surrounding JWST's amazing work is its first ever image of a supernova. JWST's core mission is to study distant planets and observe whether the atmosphere or the planet is habitable or not. In this quest for searching a sustainable planet for humans for future inner space travel, James Webb has managed to capture a few marvelous shots of the universe. The team behind JWST shared a brief report and shots of the supernova captured by the telescope, believing it discovered an infrared transient in the galaxy named SDSS J141930.11 plus 525159.3. As for anyone who's completely new to all this, a supernova is an extremely powerful and luminous explosion that happens when a star dies. So basically, you can understand it as Goku going Super Saiyan, but instead of getting all-powerful, he simply bursts as he reaches his limit. A supernova is a mesmerizing astronomical event that marks the last evolutionary stage of a massive star. It's so bright that it's observable, well, only if it's near for its light to reach Earth. These typically happen when a star runs out of fuel and simply collapses. That's what JWST has caught, and it's more in detail than Hubble was ever able to do. Next, we have JWST capturing its first supernova in action. James Webb wasn't exactly designed for the discoveries it is making today, but that only goes on to show how competent it is. Astronomers hope they can use Webb's abilities for other kinds of missions. The telescope's tool has detected its first ever supernova, which is located in SDSS.J141 and was surprisingly observed by JWST twice in 5 days, even when the next generation telescope takes it. Astronomers still like to say that they think that the telescope has likely spotted a supernova. Why? Because they think that the object is extremely bright compared to the rest of the galaxy. Mike Engesser of the Space Telescope Science Institute shared that the object that Webb captured dimmed just slightly over the period of 5 days, which is regarded as the classic sign of supernova behavior. Engesser claimed that they suspect it's a supernova, but they'll need more time series data to arrive at a solid conclusion. But he did add that the data they do have at the moment coincides with that of a supernova. Astronomers are glad that Webb is doing so much more than it was designed to do. The $10 billion space observatory was possible due to the collaboration of the European Space Agency, NASA, and the Canadian Space Agency. The reason why everyone is just so excited about this image is because JWST isn't the kind of telescope that was made for hunting short-lived objects, no matter how massive. That is usually the world of ground-based telescopes, which image wider areas of the sky every night. For Webb, the process is the opposite, as it's supposed to focus on much deeper but smaller patches of the sky. We're sure you've heard this about 1,000 times now, but Webb's deep field image only covers an area of the sky that's equivalent to a person holding a grain of sand towards the sky at arm's length. It may sound too complicated, but a simple process, at least at the surface, went on behind the scenes to make the assumption of JWST capturing its first supernova. Since astronomers use data from images taken by Earth-based telescopes and compare the newest images with previous ones, Engesser and his colleagues did the same with JWST, as they compared the data from the telescope's NIRCam instrument to Hubble's images of the same area. They used software to look for transient objects, which include space bodies that brighten, appear, dim, and even vanish on a timescale that researchers can see in real time. Since supernovas fade eventually, it gets harder for the telescope to see them in their later stages. But the game changer here is Webb, as its deep view can help astronomers see the aftermath of a supernova. So, has the most powerful observatory in space captured a rare galaxy? It's everything special and rare with JWST, and why not? It's a special telescope that's changing the face of astronomy as we speak. The newest addition to the most amazing photo gallery of the century has yet another addition, and it's of a dazzling galaxy. The rare ring galaxy that's roughly 500 million light years away is called the Cartwheel Galaxy. It's located in the Sculptor constellation, and according to NASA, it's a rare sight. JWST not only gives a very detailed view of the galaxy, but also gives an insight into how the magnanimous astronomical entity has changed over billions of years. As the name suggests, the Cartwheel Galaxy gets its name from the way it's shaped. But the interesting thing is that the wagon shape is not natural, but resulted after the collision between a smaller galaxy and a large spiral galaxy. The cascade of smaller events in between is the product of the collision, which looks straight out of a sci-fi fantasy. It's one of the less common galaxies astronomers have found so far. The Cartwheel Galaxy consists of a brighter inner ring, a colorful outer ring, and two rights. Next, in related news, the Earth spinning faster can have catastrophic events. With what's going on in the world right now, it does feel like the catastrophic effects have already started. On June 29th, 2022, Earth just completed its fastest rotation in record time, while the difference is only 1.59 milliseconds. And it probably didn't affect your daily routine. It's an intriguing thing for the scientists. They've noticed that the Earth's spin is accelerating, and they want to know if it has anything to do with any present catastrophe or a future one for that matter. Since the Earth is somewhat round, yes, it is, flat earthers, not every part of the planet rotates at the same rate. As you move towards the North or the South Pole, the spin slows down, making the rotation the slowest at both poles. Some theories suggest that the Earth's fast spin can be due to the lack of weight on the poles, which results from the melting of the ice. Or it could be due to the Chandler wobble. Well, whatever the reason, some folks would love to head home from the office early. Coming up, James Webb Space Telescope continues to discover secrets of the first galaxy. The JWST has 17 science instruments on board, and all of them will unveil the secrets of the universe. The telescope's MIRI MRS mode is the most sophisticated instrument mode, which will simultaneously provide spatial and spectral information for the entire field of view. In simple words, JWST will be able to detect the furthest of galaxies, even the first of the galaxies. The first deep field image of the telescope features numerous red spots, which are, in fact, galaxies, and they date back to a few million years after the Big Bang. Its infrared imaging will help scientists look where Hubble couldn't look before. Astronomers can literally see the galaxies that weren't visible before. Scientists claim that JWST's MRS can retain a resolving power that is high enough to resolve atomic and molecular features in various environments. And finally, astronomers are worried about Halley's Comet damaging JWST. Sending a telescope that's not enclosed in a protective structure like Hubble was a risk, but it's a risk worth taking for. It's almost impossible not to account for micrometeoroids. But what if a big one was about to hit the most expensive telescope in the world? In May 2022, one of JWST's mirrors was slightly damaged by micrometeoroids. But now, the telescope has to fly through debris left by Halley's Comet. The 15 by 8 kilometer wide comet is not expected to pass by our solar system again until 2061, so there's no chance of hitting the $10 billion telescope. But scientists are working on assessing any possible micrometeorite hit. The telescope is expected to travel through the debris in 2024. That's a wrap for this video. Which JWST image is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.